Okay, now we are jumping on our next part, which is discussion area, and we have Aries, we have Navid, we have Sama, and me as well. So let's begin with Navid first. Hello, Navid.
Hello.
Yes, bro. In this section, I would ask you only two questions, not more than two. So you should complete your task in this part. So my first question for you: what are the consequences if children don't like to share?
Well, the consequences will be huge if the children don't like to share it with us. Like they will have hidden problems that will not be addressed. I think that we need to make ways to find the problems of our children, as if the problems remain hidden, so it will be difficult for us to address those problems related to the children.
Okay. So next question for you: how do you feel about sharing accommodations with others on campus?
Well, I think that the privacy of the person will be disturbed by sharing accommodations with each other, um, and I think that it depends upon the room where you live. If you have a duplex room, so it's okay to share your accommodation with each other, and then it will be good to share accommodation. Otherwise, I think that the privacy of the person will be disturbed.
Okay, thank you very much, Navid, for sharing your answer. Now it's your turn. You can choose someone else with your two questions.
Okay, I will go with Shama,
Yes, go on.
and should I have to ask two questions?
Yes, two questions.
Okay, so my first question is from Shama. Do small non-government organizations always need big organization help, or can they collect funds themselves?
Okay, I think it's really depends on the organization because it's happened sometimes the organization is quite small but it has its contact with some famous peoples or somehow it could find its way or they're doing different types of works they're making different types of events to attract the people towards their work. So in this era, I think they're enough to collect their own funds. But if the organizations, those are non-government, they aren't too much involved in social activities or they aren't succeed too much to attract the people, that time maybe they need the help of some governments, they need the help of government or some big organization. For me, I think it's really depends on the organization and the way they work.
Okay. My next question is, how is online help different from real life help?
I think it's really different. There's really any difference between the online help and the real life help because when we help in a real life, we can know the person or you doesn't fact how we are helping. We can see with our own eyes. So we can feel that or we can experience the whole thing. That's what is happening. But if we help them in online, the famous way of online helping is to donate money. So here, as we help, we see some videos or we read some news. Then some organizations they gather in order to help the person or in order to help the victim. We just listen to them, we believe them, and we send our money. Or sometimes there's some other ways to help. But in when you help in real life, we can experience that, we can feel the real pain of the person. So I think it's real health gonna play a vital role in improving our humanity, or making us giving us real experience about the incident. But online helping, or the things which we are seeing through online, that's are not enough to give us the real feelings.
Okay. Thank you very much for answering your question, Shamia.
Thank you, Naveed.
Uh,
Yeah, thank you very much, Sama, for answering all this question, and thank you very much, Navid, for asking your two questions to Sama. And Sama, it's your turn to choose someone else with your two questions.
Okay, I'm choosing RSD or REG. Okay, I
Yeah,
don't know
Ari.
how to pronounce this.
Okay.
Okay, hi. Okay, so your first question
Hi.
is, okay, your first question is, what are the advantage and disadvantage of vacation on the seaside?
Okay, vacation on the seaside. So it has several advantages. Like when you're next to the sea, it's like really relieving. Like you're gonna, let's say, chill out, and it's like the feeling that you have okay, whenever when you're like full of, let's say, negative energy, living in the city, working, and when you take some, let's say, some times out to go to the sea, it's like you get rid of all those negative energy, and you get full of positive energy, just hearing the sound and chilling out, relaxing. You can even practice some yoga, some meditation. It's really helpful there to relax. If we can take the disadvantages of the seaside vacation, we can mention that basically I'm just like gonna talk about the disadvantages that we found on last vacation due to the pandemic and stuff. So it's like sometimes the water is unclear and clean, like talking about pollution again. So which is really, let's say, unrelieving thing. And you can also find a lot of people on the sea at that time of the year, especially summer. Like it's crowded, and due to the pandemic, like you're like a bit afraid to go there, so you just like you keep there and watching the sea. So basically, that's all.
Right? Okay, your next question is, how do people usually help each other?
Sorry.
How do people usually help each other?
Okay. So we can help people around us by different means. For example, if you see someone in need, sometimes just like being there, standing there, giving them some nice words, some motivational words, some, let's say, even showing them like a smile. Okay, I know that you're like dealing with a lot, but okay, keep going, you can do it. Those words, just a smile, it can be helpful. If you can help, let's say, with for example, you're seeing someone that really in need of money, and you would like, and you can see, like, even if like you give them that money, it would be helpful for them. That would be great if you can give money. You can also help people by giving them some pieces of advice. You can play the role of a therapist, even though not that professional, but still they need some really piece of advice, because like when you're in a problem, it's not when like you're out of the bubble. When you're out of the bubble, you can see really what that people should do and should avoid, and you can give him something really that can be like can boost him and show him the let's say the correct path to take. And you always can help people, let's say, I don't know, with food maybe. If you're like seeing poor people there, you can help them with food. You can help them also with sharing information sometimes when it comes to science, education stuff, and you feel like there are a lot of people looking for information. They are in need. They're like lost, and you just like show them the way, and they will be really grateful for that. That's all.
Thank you. We have done.
Thank you very
Most
much,
welcome.
Aris, and thank you very much, Tama, for asking and sharing your answer one question, guys. Thank you very much. And Aris, now it's your turn. You should ask two questions to me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you can ask your two questions to me.
Okay. Okay, so the first question it is, do you think in your country should help foreigners who are visiting your country and who need help?
I believe, okay, in my point of view, I think it doesn't require where they are living or where they're staying for traveling or as a tourist or anything else. Everyone in this universe, I believe, they deserve free house from other person, because as we are human, so we have a social figure, and we have social activities, and we can say is like a common thing. Everyone that belongs as a human nature, we are unable to stay alone. We are unable to stay alone. So everyone that belongs, like few communities, a few percent where they could stay. And I think if anyone there is struggling anywhere for traveling or finding any location or anything else, we should help them. That could make the sense. And I think if we could help anyone, then we in future we would get from anywhere, because our destiny said always to us like what you're gonna do, that will be your consequence. So your consequence will come back to you as a result.
Okay, thank you. So our next question is, why do children like the sea better than the adults?
Could you please repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure. So, why do children like the sea better than the adults?
Okay. Seabirds.
The sea, like the ocean, the sea. Okay.
Okay. Sea. I'm sorry. Could you repeat again? I'm so sorry.
It's okay, no problem. So, why is the reason that children like the sea better than the adults? So you know that children just the
Adults.
when you
So you said adults.
adults and children. So it's you're comparing the adults and children.
Yes, I got it.
Uh,
Yeah, I got
okay.
it. I think they have few different consequences, and for that extent, as a kid or children, they love sea area or beach area rather than adults. And I could compare with my younger brother. He is 16, so I could easily compare with me. I like sea area. Like if I move traveling anywhere, then I will definitely enjoy. Uh, but his activities and his interest, I can't explain, because they felt like they could do whatever they want. They could jump on the sea and they could swim over there. They could use the sand and they could throw to me, and that's gonna be make some fun with me. So I think that would be okay. And as children, if I could bring their mind, then I would definitely say probably they don't receive much space, but they could run, they could play, and they could enjoy their leisure time. But in the sea place or any beach area, they would receive those kind of place where they could run and they could enjoy with their open ground, and where we receive like open air, like a big wind and massive sounds. So that could give their attention and they would enjoy a lot. And like a flying bird, they would definitely fly and they would enjoy a lot of things which adults would never do.
Okay, I can see. Thank you so much. That was all.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Riz, for asking your two questions to me, and thank you very much, guys, for joining our team. So with this question and answer, we have done our three parts: speaker, journal, and discussion area. So now we're gonna say goodbye and good night, guys, and see you tomorrow with our different questions. Thank you very much for sharing your valuable times and valuable feedback with everyone. Thank you very much,
Thank
guys. I
you.
really admire
Thanks so
your
much.
yeah. Thank you
See
very
you
much.
again. Goodbye.
And goodbye, guys. Enjoy your time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you. For you too.